This is someone who's definitely gone through a healing. They're trying to kind of release this energy here and kind of let it go. It's someone here who made a bad choice. Yeah, so something has come to an end. So some of you, it appears there's a situation that's over. Now, it could be someone who maybe came your way before they were completely over something here, but it looks like there's a painful period in someone's life's over, and there is some regret, but I feel somebody here made a bad choice. Yeah, you can see this is someone who is definitely feeling confused, keeping a lot of this to themselves too. They've gone very deep within their emotions. Yeah, this is somebody, maybe things were moving too fast and they may have gotten a little emotionally overwhelmed. But this looks like this is somebody who wants another chance. Yeah, so they're really bothered. This is really bothering this person. It's weighing heavily on them here. I mean, it could be something that someone said, but this is someone who I feel might be a little concerned you have other opportunities, but I feel mostly this is someone who got a little overwhelmed because they kept all this to themselves. So they definitely had a lot of weight and pressure on their shoulders, but this is someone who wants another chance for some of you. Yeah. They want another opportunity. There's definitely regret, some sort of bad decision. So, and if this was something very painful for yourself, I feel this person has a lot of regret. But I feel for the most part, there was something really weighing heavily on this person's shoulders. And I do feel things were maybe moving a little fast. This is where there's an opportunity coming in very quickly. There's a lot going on. There was a lot of busy energy. So those emotions there, this is someone who, kind of felt a little confused, but I definitely can feel they were, keeping all this to themselves. Yeah. Let's have a look at this Nine of Swords. What is this person thinking? Yeah, they're thinking love, a bond, a connection. This is somebody who's definitely gone very deep into their feelings. This is someone who has love, and maybe there is actual love here. But we're going to see here, because this has to do with two people. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely, I feel, would like to apologize. Because I wonder if this person knows there's something was bothering you. But it's like they want to, let go of this. I do feel there was some baggage. I feel this is someone who, there's apprehensive, feeling a little shy, and I feel this is someone here, some sort of judgment decision. I feel this is someone who probably wasn't communicating a lot or saying a whole lot, not talking a lot, because there was definite apprehension. So it looks like it was someone maybe who had just ended something, or they were going through this, but it's definitely over now. Yeah, you can see this is someone here who, it has to do with communication. They want to communicate. They want to talk. I do think there's an apology. But I do feel, and you know what's so interesting is this person here with judgment, it's like they feel like there's no excuse because they kept something to themselves that was over. Now, I also feel this is someone who possibly has been manipulated, or they felt that way. Yeah, because it has to do with whatever ended, this painful period in their life. So this is someone who's kind of, gathering up the info, getting themselves ready, kind of preparing a little bit here. But it has to do with communication. Yeah, let's have a look at this Mercury energy, this communication energy that this person has. Yeah, they were holding back, kind of in protective mode, keeping things very close to their chest, which tells me this is someone who, I think some of you, there's a couple scenarios here already. Somebody actually had feelings and didn't tell you. They kept them to themselves. It's like the secret. They did feel a little overwhelmed. Maybe things were moving quickly. Now, this is someone in protective mode. It could have to do with their finances, but because that's the only energy here that would have to do with money, it's more like they're gathering info here, and they're kind of looking at this. See, this is someone who was very focused on something, and they were in protective mode. Now, some of you, it's somebody who was protecting you because of what they were going through, but others of you, this is someone who is, protecting themselves here, their heart, keeping things very close to their chest. This isn't someone who likes to tell people things that are bothering them or lay their burdens on other people. Tell me about the moon here. Why is this here? Yeah, I feel it's just, I mean, it could be someone who made up an excuse because they just weren't, I can see it's a person who wasn't ready because things were moving fast. Yeah, and I do see this, you know, they're reflecting on it, everything, how it happened, why it happened. This person, like they felt it was a little risky, but what the interesting thing is now that this is over, whatever they were dealing with, they definitely haven't let go of you, okay? But I feel they were having a hard letting go of a situation that was going on at that time. Definitely protecting their heart, kind of holding back. You can see they were holding back. But they were looking at this situation. They were very focused on something here. But I don't think this is someone who's actually let go of you. They definitely haven't. Tell me about the Fool. I mean, this is an energy of going down this path. You see, things were happening fast. They wanted this. Yeah, they wanted this. You know, this is somebody who wanted to come in. See, taking off that pentacle. Now, it could be for some of you. Now, there's going to be different scenarios. There's a lot of different people. Now, this is someone taking off that pentacle. You may have had somebody who was holding back, being kind of stubborn for some reason, but they definitely had baggage that needed to be released. But some of you, it's somebody who was keeping everything to themselves because they didn't want to lay their burdens on you. So they kept all their feelings, everything. But some of you, this person actually, there was love here. It's an energy of coming in right. See, some didn't come in right. Like I say, they weren't ready. They were still going through something that ended here. But now that that's over, I feel like this is someone who kind of wants another opportunity. They want to, they want to offer you this pentacle. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. Yeah, see, it's about being generous. This is some, you have a person who was being kind of stubborn, protecting themselves, their money, everything they've manifested. So this is someone who definitely manifests money, but it's also a card of communication. So it's about reaching out, hoping you're going to reciprocate. So this is someone who knows they weren't giving enough. And it could be they made up excuses or something too, protecting their money. But some of you here, it was someone protecting their heart. They weren't over something, they were holding back, and they want to offer you. Regardless, they all want to offer this pentacle. Start over, to be more generous with their time, energy, and their feelings and their emotions. See, someone wasn't sharing a lot of emotion. They weren't saying lots. But those of you who may have just started something with a person, they likely weren't over something, and that's why this is a person who definitely doesn't like to lay their burdens. They don't like to lay their burdens on other people. They keep things close to their chest. So, but yeah, I feel like this is someone who's let go of some baggage here for sure, because the sun is shining. They definitely want to reach out, but I feel this person's a little hesitant, a little unsure that you'll reciprocate, that you'll be interested here. Yeah. I feel this is someone that's just, things are moving fast, or they were just emotionally overwhelmed. And that's what I feel. It could be somebody here who just had so much going on. Yeah, tell me about this Ten of Wands energy. Yeah, this is someone who definitely has regrets. They also see this as a situation that didn't serve them. But this is someone hoping that the feelings are mutual. So there was always some hope here. This is someone who definitely sees your worth and value. So, yeah. But like I say, this is often someone who, once they feel they've lost something, then they see that value. But it is baggage, it's burdens, they've released it, so they have a lot of regret. This is someone who was very sad, and I think this person feels sorry if there's something that was bothering you about this, and that you were sad as well. So, but yeah, they want to reach out here. They're hoping you feel the same, so they do feel like there's a little hope that they can talk to you, because it's about giving and receiving, reciprocity. So I feel this is someone who wasn't, giving you enough time, attention. It's like you deserve more here. But this is also someone who is going through a healing. There was a lot of sadness here, so they were still focused on something that was really sad. I actually feel this is someone who blames themselves. It's you, it's not them. Okay? For not telling you how they felt or what was going on here. And they know this didn't serve. Yeah, and I feel at that time, too, this is someone, because of the risk, they felt this wasn't the right time. Yeah, because this is definitely someone who is going through this healing. And I do feel they've healed, they've released this, but it has to do with a judgment, a decision they made. Tell me about this Page of Cups energy. Yeah. Yeah, there was definitely some hurt and heartache. I feel this person feels a little bit like a fool, because this is someone who knows this didn't serve. They should have just told you what they were dealing with. But it's like they wanted this. You know, they wanted this. They wanted to go for it. And, you know, just to, because it's like spontaneous. Now, if it's yourself, if you took a risk and tried to start something with this person, they wanted to go for it. But then, you know, that overwhelming energy of things moving too fast, too much going on, the emotional energy. So this is someone who sees, yeah, there's hurt. If this person hurt your feelings or hurt you, I feel they feel really bad. It's actually really bothering them. They'd like to, you know, communicate, but, and I do think at some point this person may reach out hoping you reciprocate, but they're very hesitant about it. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. See, it's slightly different for all of you. And I do feel there's a lot of regret regardless. But it has to do with a judgment. This is someone felt this wasn't in their best interest at that time. It wasn't in their best interest. They might even felt you were out of their league, see? Because they go for it. They start getting emotional. Because it's like it starts, they're emotional, but they feel like a fool now for not reciprocating. So if you reached out to this person at some point and they didn't respond, they feel terrible. Yeah, they were definitely, and I don't think this is someone who's let go. I don't think they've actually let go of you, of what it is they want, because this is now the Three of Pentacles, taking off that pentacle, making that move. It's about coming in right. Tell me more about that coming in right energy. And that's what I feel. See, it's building that foundation. See, there's all this confusion this person was feeling. And if you are the person who tried to start something with them and they went for it, that's where they just kind of looked at this like it's just not in their best interest at that time. But inadvertently, I feel they hurt you. And I do think this person wants to apologize. Yeah, and you can see here this energy of this person. See, there's some time in between. They've had time to think. This is I see a busy time. There's a lot going on here. And this is someone here. See, things are now calming down. They've taken some lessons they've learned from this. They've moved on from this situation. I think this person's a little bit stressed, feeling that you may have moved on. So if they reach out, you may not respond. Yeah, look at that. See, it has to do with the house, a home too. See, building the foundation. See, things it just didn't start off right. This is the thing. They were going through, this is a transition that this person was going through. I also wouldn't be surprised if this person was moving or relocating to another house or home, or maybe you have. But I do see this energy of movement, travel, lessons being learned. See, this is someone who was trying to avoid a disaster. So they feel like a fool, because this is someone who sees this could have been, you know, that there was actually probably some hope here. So I do feel they want to reach out. But this is also someone here to do with whether the feelings are even mutual. So there was a lot of confusion how this person felt. And when I see this energy of things calming down, see, things calming down now, time in between. Because I feel there was just, I don't know if they were moving out or somebody was moving out or they were relocating during all this process. So they definitely didn't say anything. Tell me about this Six of Swords. What happened here? Yeah, so this is someone not sure if you're open. Now, I don't know if you're avoiding this person now, if they've been reaching out, if you're avoiding them. But it's an energy of whether you're actually open or interested. Look at this, is the birth of something new. This person wants another opportunity. Look at that stability. See, it's about being stable, reliable. So I feel this person here, at that time, I feel this person wouldn't have been reliable at that point anyway. Now, I do see busy. I do see this maybe a business or something this person was doing, because there's this overwhelming energy of being really busy. So I feel this is someone wait until things calm down to do with work. But it's about whether you're open, whether you're available, or if you've actually moved on and started something new. There's a lot of what if here with this person. Tell me more about this person. What are their intentions? Yeah, they're starting to feel, see, there was a lack of confidence. The Page of Cups, this is someone who didn't feel very confident. Now they feel more confident. They've tamed that beast within themselves. Yeah, but it has to do with forgiveness. They're hoping that you can forgive them. See, I feel they want forgiveness here. Yeah. Let's have a look at that. Little Leo energy there. So that's an energy of little pride there too. But like I say, they lacked the confidence here. Yeah, there's their intention. See, they want to speak truth. The truth is this person has feelings, but there was definitely hurt, something that happened that they hadn't let go of. So what's happened is they hadn't let go. They were, I feel, a little, maybe even a little angry with someone holding a grudge. Someone manipulated this person. I feel this is someone who was taken advantage of by somebody. So this is someone who kind of, it is protecting their money. They could be a business owner, or they have a job that makes a fair bit of money. It's also, this is a family, a house, a home, a family legacy. So there was definitely a lot going on. But this has to do with truth about how this person felt. They want love. But like I say, holding back in protective mode, keeping things close to their chest, but inadvertently they haven't let go. They want to tell you the truth. This is someone who has that, they should have just told you the truth. So some of you, this person actually was in love, but others of you, it's somebody who had been taken advantage of by someone. So they were protecting themselves at that time because of everything that was going on. But definitely moving, relocating, possibly here. Maybe even, moving a business. But this is the birth of something new. Like they actually wanted this. They're seeing an Empress. You're everything this person could have ever wanted. So they did want this. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, someone who longs for love. They're reminiscing too, and they're looking at what happened here, how things kind of played out, and they're seeing truth. They speak truth, but their intentions is to tell you truth. I think because of everything that happened, how it all played out, this person kind of feels like you'll probably reject them. If they reach out, you probably won't. So they're kind of in, some of them are in that energy kind of now, like if they reach out, will you be interested? But they also know whatever happened didn't serve them. They see your worth and value too. I mean, they know, that they see it with the Empress energy, the value, you value yourself. So this person actually, I'm going to tell you, and maybe this person, maybe you felt disrespected or something. Some of you, not all, but there's a feeling of disrespect, especially if you're the one that reached out. But it's like what they know, because the King of Swords is someone who's knowledgeable. And the King of Swords, this is a person in their head doing a lot of thinking. But I do think this is someone who should have told you the truth, that they were ending something and what they were dealing with. And I do see maybe there was children involved, protecting children. I do see a family legacy, maybe a family business, things like that. But it has to do with this person, a lot about what they can provide, I feel. A lot of reminiscing. This person longs for love. So some of you, depending on your scenario, this person's actually missing you and they've never let go. They've never let go. There was love here, or is. Tell me more about this person and this heartache. What happened with this heartache? I just want to dig so everybody can, see judgment. They made a bad choice. So it could be someone who judged you unfairly, or they felt some sort of judgment. If they would have told you what was going on, you may have judged them. So there's something about that too. See, they know, every person here knows the situation didn't serve. But this is also a person who felt like they wanted to do this, but it felt it wasn't in their best interest. And it has to do with respect and self-respect, self-worth. This is someone who definitely had baggage. It's like their own self-worth affected this situation. But they are letting go of this baggage. But I want to look at this house and home. What is this all about? See, very busy time, very busy. A lot going on. It has to do with work, a home, relocating, moving. I mean, it's like I say, things calming down. This is someone who's in transition. They're kind of in that letting things calm down a little bit here. If you've been avoiding this person, or you feel they're avoiding you, I feel it has to do with being patient, investing, whether someone's actually interested. Okay, that's where I feel this person, they kind of felt maybe you weren't interested in them for the right reasons, but now they know some things, because this is after things calm down, learning something. I don't know if you showered some abundance or shared something with this person, and then they didn't reciprocate, because it looks like you reached out, some of you, and then they didn't respond, because I feel they were dealing with a lot here. And I do see moving and transition for some. And it could be possible too, some of you have maybe moved, but it's whether you've moved on or whether you're still open and available. So yeah, a lot of confusion. See, a lot of confusion here with the moon. Things that are hidden, things that are unknown. But if they would have known then what they've learned since, things would have been different. So yeah, there is a little hope, but they do have regret. Some of them actually feel a little ashamed for not reaching out, responding. But this is somebody who often feels maybe like they're not quite good enough, or that you're out of their league, because they're seeing an Empress. So see, it's all about their own self-worth. Yeah. Wow. Tell me about the star. Why is this here? Why is the star here? This person knows they need to let this go. Yeah, they're putting on the brakes. See, they're taking another look. This person still has a little hope. If they reach out, you might be interested. But this is about this person taking the lead. See, but you can see they put on the brakes. See, everything was moving too fast. They felt emotionally overwhelmed. They were dealing with something really, really sad. I feel this person was heartbroken. Some of you, this is someone who had just ended something, and it is now over. And I actually feel this is someone who's let this go, and they feel they made the right choice. This is someone who cut somebody else out because felt they were being manipulated, or someone was holding on to them for money. So that's the energy of one scenario. It's very clear now. But you can see this is someone who wants to offer this cup. See, they want another opportunity. This is someone who wants another chance to show you they're stable, they're reliable, that they're dependable, that they can be generous with their time, energy, their emotions. But they definitely put on the brakes. Now they're taking another look because they've healed. They've let all this go. But some of them, they definitely do feel a little ashamed for not responding. So, because I think this is someone here who generally is quite loving and kind and compassionate. They long for love. Others of you, they're just missing you and they haven't let go. But others of you, it's just baggage from the past they're holding on to. And I do think this is someone who's clearing some things out here. Yeah, and I do see that moving and relocating. But there we have justice, see, coming in right. They didn't come in right. They weren't ready. They weren't prepared. It's like everything happened very quickly. So if that fits your scenario, I'm going to tell you, this person, I mean, it's coming in right, being fair. This is generally someone who's fair and honest and logical, you know. But at that time, I feel this is someone, because this is about timing. See, at that time, it was just really bad timing. So they were still invested in this situation. It's something that had to be dealt with. So it could have been a divorce. Like I see a breakup definitely here. But it's over. I mean, Tell me about justice. Yeah, this is somebody here, King of Wands energy. See, this is someone who generally, if they want something, they go for it. They're bold. But you can see they lack the confidence at that time in this situation because of everything that was going on. I don't know if they still had children at home. They're still supporting children, you know, maybe... Yeah, it could be child support, all kinds of things. So it's often someone who's got more money going out than's coming in, because this is often an energy of whether someone can provide for someone or give them the attention they deserve. And that's what I feel this is. But this is someone who's now feeling much more confident. See, generally they're very bold, so they want to go for this. They want to go for this. This is someone who's usually not afraid of taking a risk. And it's probably someone who in their past maybe would take a lot of risks, but there was just too much going on. Yeah, tell me more about this King of Wands energy. Yeah, Eight of Wands, they want to talk. And I'm going to tell you, if this person reaches out, and they may at some point reach out, it'll be very spontaneous. I do feel they have a lot to talk about. See, this is someone who usually talks a lot. So I don't know if you had a date or you were connecting with this person and they just didn't have a whole lot to say, or they just didn't know how to say something, so they chose to say nothing about this situation. But this is definitely someone who doesn't like to lay their burdens or put their problems onto other people, and that's why I see it's not your fault, it was theirs. So they are someone who will take full responsibility. Now, that other scenario with someone here who may have made up some kind of excuse. Some of you may have had someone who's come in and already tried to apologize and they didn't take responsibility. Okay. And it could be, I mean, to me it looks like that's something that may have already happened and they didn't take responsibility. They were maybe blaming you. This person's not blaming you. They're blaming self. They actually feel kind of, they feel a lot. It's really bothering them that they hurt you. Okay. But it's like I say, everything that's going on here, things weighing down heavily. I don't know if this person just had a lot of responsibilities, baggage, so much going on. Like I say, it could be single parent, someone paying child support, all these things. They're trying to save money. But whoever this is, they haven't let go. But at the time, I feel when some of you this started, they were still holding on to something here and hadn't let go. But now it's like the tables are kind of turned here, where they're not letting go of you. It's definitely, this is someone who misses and longs for you. And they are reminiscing. They are definitely reminiscing here. So let me just grab a couple more cards. Tell me about the reminiscing. And this longing for love. Yeah, this is about choosing the one. See, this is someone who made a choice. Some of you, it's a person who chose someone else and they regretted it very quickly. But you're the one. This is someone who, I mean, this person thinks you're adorable. They haven't let go. And others of you, like I say, there was an attraction, a spark, attraction. The fire was lit. They just went for it. And then they had to put on the brakes because they just felt overwhelmed. So, no, I don't know. I mean, for others of you, it's just someone who's really busy, a lot going on, working multiple jobs, a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of pressure. So, but yeah, this is someone here's pride got in the way too, you see? And it's also an energy of providing. This is someone I feel felt they couldn't provide or give you what you needed. But this is actually a person who can provide now. You see, they've had some success. They're planning, preparing, hoping for the best. This is a very positive person. Generally someone who always looks on the bright side of things. So they're hoping for the best here. Yeah, but they've certainly let go of a situation. To me, it looks like a divorce. There was judgments, decisions, or some kind of breakup here. They definitely are someone who cut someone out. So if they did tell you this, it is truth. Okay, this is someone who speaks truth, the King of Swords. So, but they certainly are in their head doing a lot of thinking of how it all played out. Yeah. So this is someone here, you know, and they want to know truth too about how you felt, you know, if you were interested in them, because this is someone who kind of feels someone's chasing them, maybe for the wrong reasons. I actually feel this is someone who often gets chased. So they're very skeptical with that King of Swords. They become skeptical because some of you, they've been through this, been there, done that energy. You see, they've been through this before. Someone who is interested in for their money, they've been manipulated and taken advantage of. So, but some of you have a person who feels badly, like it's just a whole different scenario where they made up some kind of excuse here and they feel badly now because there is a healing. They've shed and released all this, whatever their issues were, and they feel badly because they feel they took advantage of you. So interesting. It's sort of like that there was this blame. But this person here, they blamed themselves. There is the Pentacle. They want to reach out. They're hoping this will be successful. I do feel this is someone who's learned some things about you. Because you're not, I feel like you're not chasing. I mean, the Queen of or Princess of Pentacles, see, very grounded, looking at the details. They're going to offer you this Pentacle. So I feel at some point this person, now there could be things going on right now. They're waiting for things to calm down when they're not so busy, so they can provide and give you the attention you deserve. And I do feel this is someone who probably broke up with someone because they weren't giving them the attention. So this is not somebody who's going to blame you or even the other person. This is what I like about them. They blamed themselves. So, because you're not chasing. See, they're used to kind of being chased, you see, and that's why they become skeptical. People come after them because I feel they are stable, maybe a business owner, or they have family money. This is often family money. But yeah, I really feel like this person, you know, you're going to get a communication at some point. See, it has to do with taking things to the next level. It's an energy of approaching. Two people coming together. See, they're going to explain. They're going to tell you everything. They'll tell you the truth. Two people were coming apart. See, they wanted this. They really wanted this. I mean, there was an attraction, a spark. That's that. The fire being lit. Now, some of you, this is just someone who's been holding a torch for you for a really long time. In fact, it looks like, you know, most of these energies are that, holding a torch. Some of you might have known this person when you were younger, too. And then all of a sudden you're coming together and it was just really not good timing here. Yeah, but it has to do with two people coming apart. You know, they see you as stable. See, stable. So you're not chasing. You're very calm, I feel. This is someone who's kind of seeing you differently as well. Interesting, yeah. So there was just a lot of confusion, illusion, things that are unknown. So in other words, if they would have known then what they know now, things would have been different. So they see a stable person, someone who's very gracious. Now this could be another person too. There could be somebody here talking to this person as well. So, because I kind of sense there's another energy here, but it's not anything negative. But I do see this Queen of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles getting this communication. It's this person telling you they don't blame you, they blame themselves. So this is someone who sees your, you know, this energy of gracious, somebody who's grounded, sensible. But it's, I feel, up to yourself. You're going to have to make a decision. Some of you, whether you see someone here in your future, if you see a future with them. So I feel it's, you know, just sort of taking your time and looking at this. But yeah, they want to reach out and talk and explain everything, what happened, why it happened, and they will speak truth. They definitely will tell you the whole truth here. Interesting. Yeah, 10 of Vessels. See, emotional fulfillment. They're just going to put all the cups on the table and lay it all on the line with that King of Swords energy. See, some very strong Libra, justice, balance, fair. So this is someone who probably wasn't fair at that time. Very bad choice. So there's so much regret here. But whatever they were dealing with was very, very stressful. And I do feel they loved that person. They loved that person where this all happened. But they have healed from it. They were definitely dealing with heartache of their own. There may have even been a third party. So, yeah, but there's going to be truth. So, I mean, it's up to you, because with the Queen of Pentacles looking at it like this, knowing your worth and value. See, this person's reaching out, hoping the feelings are mutual. That, you know, they want to get together. This is someone who definitely can provide. I mean, there's somebody happy, very positive, providing for someone, but I feel at that time they couldn't have given you what you needed. Very busy, yeah. So there's the energy of this person taking a step back, and this could be yourself being very patient, everything very calm, seeing things completely different. So you may feel different about this now, especially if you've been not very happy with this person. But it's all about the stability, the reliability. So very nice. Yeah, seeing things a little different, things calming down. This is and I do feel like you're different than their usual type. This is the thing. So you're not chasing. But for somehow, because of what happened in their past, this person was very, very, very confused. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, like I say, this person's curious. There it is, Page of Swords, very curious. They should have told you. If they would have known then what they know now, they've learned some things. You know, probably people telling them, you know, that you're stable, grounded, someone who's generous and very gracious. So there's definitely a truth here. But they're very, very curious to know you more. Yeah. So take care, everyone. I wish you the very best here. I do feel this, some of you, this person will reach out at some point, but when things calm down. Because I do see moving, relocating, so it could be happening now, but some of you, I feel this is what was happening at that time. Okay, so I feel like you're going to look at this. I do think you're curious about this person. If you are the one who took a risk, and you know, maybe this is somebody you knew when you were young, you took a risk to reach out to see what was going on, because I do see this journey. This is someone on their journey. Now, I don't know, maybe you knew this person when you were younger, and you both kind of went your separate ways, and there's all this curiosity about life, this journey. So pretty interesting here. And I do see two people coming apart, and I see two people coming together, and all this curiosity. See, this person's curious. The Empress, this is the mystery of the Empress. They actually want to know you more. They really do. So, but I feel like it's almost like that's mutual. So I feel there is another opportunity and chance here if you want it. For some of you, at least, some of you, I feel like you're no longer interested. You've already let someone go. Now, if there was a choice, and there is too, some of you have moved on from someone. And then there's this other energy coming in here. So, which I feel you would definitely know both. I don't feel like this is one of these things where you don't know. But the mystery, solving the mystery of the Empress, you see, you've got somebody really curious here. Just stay in that power, I feel. Okay, stay in your power. Some of you have taken your power back from someone. But the interesting thing is this person with the King of Wands energy is coming forward, coming after you. This is someone sort of like wish they would have come after you. So they are actually the chaser. Yeah. Interesting. Take care. Bye for now.